Tell me about this village when all was good. Tell me about what you remember about that time.
Everybody in the village was like a family. You know, everybody looked out for each other.
When I was 10, my aunt lived over here, and we was over here a lot. And I'd rather be in this community playing with them than be in my own community where a lot of drive-bys and a lot of fighting happen every day.
As the years go by, things changed. When I came back in the 90s, I was smelling that water.
What did it smell like?
It's called that bad gas, odor. You say that right there mixed with chemicals. So it had a real strong smell. And sometimes you have to do like that when the wind blows or something. You have to just cover
You know
up.
how you get water and oil mixed together? That's the smell you get. And that's the smell that I seen, in the ground coming up.
When the water spring come on?
Yeah, when the water spring come on, then all of a sudden when it get wet, you start seeing like oily mixed up with water coming up out the ground. You can see it.
Anything special about the buildings behind you?
These buildings here?
Old memories. That's the only thing special that's now. Old memories.
Well, I see one that says Building 10. Anything special about that building?
Yes, that's the building my mom lived in before that's one of the last buildings. That's the last building she lived. She lived in several buildings over here, but that's the last building she lived in before she passed. She had died of leukemia cancer, and I was talking to the doctor before she passed, and he asked me, where did she work? How did she get this? Because you're either born with it or you catch it somewhere. She worked, but she worked from home. She always babysitted kids. Before daycare came out, she was daycare mom. Because everybody always brought their kids to May because they know she's going to be taken care of. So everyone always brought their kids to her, family, friends. And when we grew up, we were bringing our kids to her. So she always, that's how she made her living.
But when you see this all fenced in, fenced off, closed, shuttered, windows boarded up, it tells you what?
It tells me it was all a dream.
I'm gonna be honest, I never figured it was gonna be closed down. Never. I never thought the village would shut down. I always thought it was gonna be here forever for family. For everybody bring their family here.
When they shut it down, what'd they tell you?
You know, when they shut it down, they didn't tell them nothing.
They didn't tell nobody. They just sneaking people out. Sneaking people out, trying to relocate people. They had on a hush hush. At 2006 Thanksgiving, I'm like, where's everybody, man? It's weird over here. You just feel it. It wasn't. I'm like, man. And that's when they tell everybody moving out the village. What's going on around here? And then as time was going on, people was dying. The things on the building, everywhere. As soon as you move out, they throw them up. I'm like, why are they throwing them up? Oh, to keep people from going in there, open up a drug house. That's what they try to say. They try to put on a drug activity. I'm like, that still don't make sense. And then my mom went to the doctor like 6 months after that, saying her leukemia came back, and 2 or 3 people back to back, older, died back there. Man, something not right over here. Something is not right. That's what I kept telling myself. Something is not right. And then I get a phone call from my little brother saying that the grounds is contaminated. I said, nah, man, you kidding. I said, the doctor said she had to get it from somewhere. And that's no coincidence.
There's some people
you have
that
any worries about your health?
Yes, I do.
Because of being here on occasion?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. After hearing what I heard and read what I read, who wouldn't be? I mean, especially cancer. I mean, you go to the doctor every year for a checkup. Every year it's fine. One year you go in, they tell you got cancer. I mean, like my mother, every time she went to the doctor, she was fine. And all of a sudden, she got leukemia. Like, what? So
you never really have a health problem that you got here. Then you had Sylvia.
She moved away, died from cancer. Aunt Koozie, having bad seizures and stuff.
What do you think about having a child care center just across the street?
They never know. They probably not using the water system. We don't know. I'm just speculating.
But in me, I would at least have the ground checked. At least have it surveyed to make sure.
Because everything around it checked positive for chemicals, so why not?
Would you have your kids there?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I don't even want to be over here. don't even want to be over here.
Bring my kid over here. You can't even pay me to bring my kid over here.